here for Mobility with Uli Wittmann and with Fermín Soneira. And of course, the reveal is getting nearer, but first we try to tell you something about electromobility, about the e-tron, and about the possibilities we all have with in the near future. Okay, but first we have a look to a little film.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So this short film shows you what the e-tron is possible to deliver. It's pure excitement for the customers and driving pleasure. But fast acceleration is only one feature which the customers will experience. So there are a lot of others, and I think in a lot of tech talks they are already explained. Since the start of the development some years ago, we were really in all discussions sure that this car will unleash powerful emotions, and so the first driving results really showed that we are right. So with this feature set, I think the electric mobility will grow in the future, and for us the Audi e-tron is the first step. It's just the beginning. We have an extensive portfolio in the development with all electric drive cars and also with plug-in hybrid vehicles, and these models will be launched in the next years, and we will offer them in almost every segment. And Fermín will now shortly introduce you to you how these segments develop worldwide. And Fermín, that's your thought.
Thank you. Well, if we look at the premium markets worldwide, we see three major growth trends for the coming years. The first one is that we expect electric cars volume to increase dramatically over the next years. The second one is the SUV market share that will continue to grow, especially here in the US. And the third one is, of course, China, where still the bulk of the global growth will happen. These developments are all factored into our decision for the Audi e-tron and the e-tron Sportback. We wanted our two first electric cars to be into the premium segment, SUV segment, where a spacious interior, sporty performance and sophisticated technology plays a very important role, are the keys to success actually. And these future trends are also the reason why we are extending our range of conventional SUVs as well. By 2025, we will feature 12 different Q models. So 2025, our portfolio will feature 12 different Q models, including, of course, the new SUV derivatives like the e-tron Sportback. And in the next years, we expect SUVs to represent more than 50% of our sales worldwide. Today, the SUV share of the Audi volume worldwide is by around 40%. And this now global trend started, as you know, here in the US, where the SUV segment already accounts for more than half of our sales volume. And based on this incredible success with cars like the Q5 and the Q7, or the most recently launched Q8, we have enjoyed 92 months of growth in a row.
It's quite impressive.
It is 92 months of growth in a row since 2010, continuous growing. It's an excellent performance of the Audi of America team and also from our dealers here in the country. But China is, of course, still the biggest market for Audi in terms of volume, and that's why, alongside expanding our global portfolio, we will also be introducing several China-only models in the next years, most of them SUVs and also one fully electric car.
Okay, now let's shift the attention from the market to the technology of our future electric vehicles. Uli, you mentioned that we plan to operate in a wide variety of segments.
Yeah, so the Audi e-tron Sportback and the e-tron, which we reveal in some hours, are based on the modular longitudinal platform of Audi. This platform was the basis, and we took a lot of components of this platform, but we have to modify this platform to get a separate platform which is able to carry all the electric parts needed for e-tron. So the MLB Evo is the basis, and it gives us access for this e-tron with excellent suspension components, but also high-tech connectivity or driver assistance systems which are currently available in our state-of-the-art cars like the A8 or the Q8. We combine this setup with electrical components, and then we reached a solution for a new quattro. So the CBEV comes with an all-electric quattro drive. We had air suspension put as a standard. This gives you advantage at high speed because you can reduce it by 25 millimeters. We invented in a serious car for the first time the virtual exterior mirrors. We included a 150 kilowatt charging system which enables 80% of the capacity of the battery loaded in 30 minutes. The braking system is outstanding because it has a high potential for recuperation. You can recuperate up to 220 kilowatts, and the performance of the system was also shown at Pikes Peak some weeks ago. The battery has a capacity of 95 kilowatt, and this leads to a mileage in WLTP of about 400 kilometers. So I think this is a good basis, but we will launch some more models with electric drive up to 2025, and we will not only launch high floor solutions like the e-tron or the e-tron Sportback are, we also provide solutions for flat floor.
And do you have some examples then?
Yeah, so one example here which comes soon is the Audi e-tron Sportback.
The e-tron GT.
The e-tron GT, sorry, it's too late for me. But this was a wake-up call. So this car will be presented by Audi Sport, and I need not to tell you too much today, but this car will be shown as a concept at LA Motor Show in November this year here in the United States, and it shares the platform of the forthcoming Porsche Taycan. So the e-tron GT will get some genes from Porsche, and we add a lot of Audi genes to make a car with a full Audi DNA with respect to design and behavior. And so this will be the first flat floor solution you can see in the near future. It's expected to the marketplace at the end of 2020, starting of 21.
Okay, but as far as I know, there's a lot more to come then only.
Yeah, the VW group has one big advantage. So we have platform capabilities also in the volume segment. So from MEB, which is developed by VW, we get also electronic platform behaviors which we can use or apply to A-segment cars. So we are also able to do this in a different way in a different part of the portfolio.
And we can produce a lot of volume cars.
Yes, volume cars, A-SUVs, and also other cars are in preparation. And on the high end for the future, up to 22, we developed together with Porsche a new setup which is called Premium Platform Electric. And this platform is able to carry products from the B to the D segment, both high floor and flat floor solutions, So this will be then the perfect thing to really generate the full portfolio which is needed from the marketplace.
Okay, what can we and our customers expect from this ambitious project, the PPE then?
Yeah, the PPE has a big important thing. So it's developed by two leading companies of the automobile world. Porsche and Audi join their troops for the development of the PPE, and the PPE is designed for electric drive only, so it's really distinguished to give a good package, good weight, and good proportions, so that the market afterwards will have a lot of possibility to get sedans, Avants, sportbacks, and also SUVs from that premium platform electric. And this will be, so to say, the basis for the long-term introduction up to 2025. But along the pure electric vehicles which are in the discussion today, we also will provide a lot of plug-in hybrids along the next years. Almost in every segment we will provide a plug-in hybrid, and up to 2025 we will have also approximately 2/3 of our sales volume coming from combustion engines, and in that area we will combine these drivetrains with a mild hybrid strategy, and this makes also these cars comparable and competitive and very viable for the customers. So this is, so to say, the technological roadmap up to 2025.
Okay, this is what I call an ambitious program, isn't it?
It is, definitely. We've got a lot on our plate. Let me maybe repeat the numbers. We say we are going to launch 20 electric cars until 2025. From these 20, 10 out of them are going to be fully electric, and the other 10 will be plug-in hybrids. So 20 new cars. At the same time, we have said we will launch 12 Q models until 2025, and 7 out of these 12 are going to be fully electric. And I'm talking now about the global portfolio. In addition to that, we will have also China-only models. At the same time, we will expand our portfolio of conventional powertrains, as well as introducing plug-in hybrids and mild hybrids in almost every segment.
Okay.
So yes, it is a huge challenge, but one we willingly accept because we want to offer amazing cars to our customers like the e-tron.
Okay, but how do you rate the strengths of our competitors then, the traditional ones as well as the new kids on the block?
Well, to be honest, it's not getting any easier. On the one hand, we have our traditional competitors, who of course are investing and bringing to the market still very competitive cars in the combustion engine portfolio. And at the same time, we have, as we call them, the new kids on the block, the new players who we take very serious. They are challenging the status quo and also bringing innovative concepts, electric cars and digitalization. But we at Audi, we are absolutely convinced that we can combine the best of these two worlds. On the one hand, we have 100 years of experience making great cars, excellent cars. So we can offer reliability, quality and precision. And at the same time, as we demonstrate with the e-tron, also the new demands from our customers, sustainability, digitalization and Italians.
Okay. Uli, are you as a technician more afraid of the new kids of the block, or the same opinion?
I think fear is not good accompanying you for the future, but we really watch carefully what happens in the world, and we perceive that in China a lot of companies invest billions of dollars in future technology, and we take this seriously. They also try to offer sophisticated vehicles by aggressive pricing. So this is, so to say, a fact, and the only thing is what we can do is add what we did the last 20 years very successfully, is combine available technologies, add innovations, and make from that 100% Audi, because I think technology is not the thing which will differentiate the cars. So the full setup, combining all these things together, and there we have, so to say, 100 years of experience, craftsmanship, and quality perception, and I think this is a good prerequisite to start for the future.
Okay, thank you, Uli. Thank you, Fermín. This would be the time for some questions, if you have anyone, after this long day. So we'll be here for you. Yeah, Mike will be coming.
The new cars are really great, but are you also thinking about what is happening with the car after 7-8 years? Because these are really expensive cars and there is not that much, let's say, usage, not that much maintenance necessary. So the car is after 8 years also worthy. What happens if the car, the battery is lasting only 8 years? What is the actual status which the fabric is currently?
Maybe two answers. The first one is we give an 8-year warranty on the battery. So I guess that's also an indication that we expect, of course, a longer life for the battery. The second thing that I can tell you also is we have already made some pre-evaluations of the residual value of the cars together with the residual value agencies, and we are very satisfied with the results. They are over our expectations. So let's see, of course, what will really happen in the market in terms of residual value and also deterioration. It's a matter of usage and customer behavior and so on, but we don't expect any problems there. We think the residual value of the battery electric cars are going to be at the same level like the combustion engine.
So, and to add technically, so our battery can be 100% repaired. So we have, so to say, put a lot of effort in maintenance aspects. So if you look at competition, you find solutions where you have to replace the battery. This was not our target. So we really talked about how can we remove one part, and so if there is a problem coming up, we have a repair depth which is unique.
Would it be, let's say, sensible to change a battery after 10 years? Because the car is able to drive 20 years, I guess.
So currently we see that our development was targeted so that the battery stays in the car for the whole lifetime. So we need not to change this, and we do not expect this. So we have also specific targets and specs on the module development. So we use different cells than other competitors, which are automotive certified in the temperature range and over lifetime. So I think this is a specific thing we have to look on, but nobody knows. We are not able to see what happens in 15 years. So, but all what we can do, we have done.
For me, you talk about the share of the SUVs in your sales. What about the electric cars? What do you expect that mix is going to be?
Well, for Audi, I think Uli mentioned, we expect 2/3 of our volume in 2025 being combustion engine and 1/3 electrical, fully electrical. Full electric with plug-ins, but plug-ins is going to be a small part of this 1/3. The biggest part is going to be the electric cars. So that's our expectation. We also had a discussion in an earlier session. Is this going to be CO2 driven because of regulations? And our answer is not. We expect the market to demand those cars, and of course we will have the first proof with the e-tron. But when we meet the customer expectations, I think we are going to be successful and sell quite a lot of electric cars.
Hi, excuse me, this is Rachel Burgess from Autocar in the UK. It's really hopefully a basic maths question. So you said there'll be 12 key models by 2025, 7 of which will be fully electric.
Right.
On those grounds, 7 of the 10 electric cars you've announced by 2025 will be SUVs. Is that right?
Maths, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so it's 7 SUVs, and then the e-tron GT, a compact model, and then a TBC.
Yes.
Some TBCs. Some TVCs.
At the same time, I would like to add something. Those numbers, and then if we meet again in 2025, and it's not 20, it's 21, don't be upset. Okay? It's just a qualification, it's an idea. And it will be
so the strategy is, so to say, a mindset for 2025, but we will look every year and reinvestigate whether we have to enforce it more or less. But I think from market perspective, these numbers will come because we see that the exceptional behavior of this car really changes the perception of customers. And so if you ever drive such a car, you like it, and then you will not come back to the other cars.
And the main reason why we tell you those numbers is just to get a clear message. We mean it seriously. The e-tron is not only one-off, or we just make the cars we need to fulfill CO2 requirements. We mean it very seriously to move to electrification, and 1,000 is a lot.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What is the production capacity next year for the e-tron in the sales plan?
I hope big enough. We don't comment on volume. I know that question came along the day. No volume sales. What I can tell you, it's the car is not expected to be a niche car. So it's going to be a volume car. So we're talking about significantly volumes, but I cannot tell you a complete number.
I apologize. I should have sat at the front of the room. It's very difficult to hear the noise coming over the wall. The last questioner from up front asked about your passenger car strategy, a GT, a compact, and what was the third one? The third platform or size category?
No, we talk about 3 cars.
So it's not always a different platform. The e-tron GT comes very soon, so it uses the platform or the Porsche Taycan, and we are preparing the PPE as an architecture which is then able to build SUVs, electric SUVs on it, or also electric sedans or sportbacks or what is necessary. So this new architecture is then open for flat floor and high floor solutions.
But size category, GT is obviously a larger car.
Yeah.
The compact, and is there a...
It's an A-segment car for us, compact, it's A-segment, and in the PPE we really discuss solutions from B to D. So which is B, C, and D.
Thank you.
Okay?
Steve Fowler from Auto Express in the UK. Apologies, I'm going to test your maths, or math as it's called over here as well. You mentioned that some of the cars would be China only. So of the, got to get the numbers right now, of the 12...
Maybe you formulate the question. The numbers we gave are the global portfolio without including the China only models.
Okay, so how many will be China only, and why only China? Because the rest of the world loves SUVs and electric cars too.
The first question is not that we forgot to mention numbers, that we cannot, because in China we are not alone. We have a partner there, so there are discussions and decisions that we have to take with the partner. So we cannot tell you the number. The second question, why China only? Easy answer: it's the biggest market, and there is more space for a bigger offer than in the rest of the world.
Anybody else?